Everybody hear me okay?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Before I start, I'd like to make a statement about a few things about me that have been circulated in the community by Hugh Smith. The rumor that my lovely and wonderful wife Marion and I were having a fight. The rumor, but during that fight that Marion gave me was fighting mad, and she acted like the boxer Mike Tyson and bit off a piece of my ear. But I want to make it perfectly clear, Marion did not bite off a piece of my ear. And the second thing is, if you enjoy a few jokes and you feel that you would like to give a little tip, please consider my friend Lothar, because I would like him to continue living here, and he's been continually asking me for a loan. Okay. This is a joke about a grandma who is 88 years old. Some of you have already heard this, but I think it's great to read in a big group. She's 88 years old. She still drives her own car, and she writes, "Dear grandmother, the other day I went to the local Christian bookstore and saw a honk if you love Jesus bumper sticker. I was feeling particularly sassy that day, and because I just come off from a thrilling choir performance followed by a thunderous prayer meeting, so I bought the sticker and put it on my bumper. Boy, am I glad I did, with an uplifting experience that followed. I stopped at a red light at a busy intersection, just lost in thought about the Lord and how good He was, and I noticed that the light has changed. It was a good thing someone else loves Jesus, because if He hadn't honked, I'd never have noticed. It's a good thing someone else loves Jesus, because, I found a lot of people love Jesus. While I was sitting there, a guy behind started honking like crazy, and he leaned out the window and screamed, "For the love of God, go, 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 Jesus Christ, go!" What an exorbitant cheerleader he was for God. Someone started honking. I just leaned out the window and started waving and smiling at all the lovely people. I even honked my horn a few times to share in the love. It must have been a man from Florida back there, because I heard him yelling something about a sunny beach. I saw another guy waving a funny way with only his middle finger up in the air. I asked my teenage grandson in the back seat what he meant by that, and he says, "Oh, it's probably a Hawaiian good luck sign." Well, I never met anybody from Hawaii, so I leaned out the window and gave him a good luck sign right back. My grandson burst out laughing, and even he enjoyed the religious experience. A couple of people were so caught up in the joy of the moment, they got out of their cars and started walking towards me. And I bet they wanted to pray and ask what church I had attended. And this is when I noticed the light had changed. So grinning, I waved at all my brothers and sisters and drove through the intersection. I noticed I was the only car that got through the intersection before the light changed again. And I felt kind of sad that I had to leave them and with all the love we had shared. So I slowed the car down, leaned out the window, and gave them all an Hawaiian good luck sign one last time as I drove away. Praise the Lord for such a wonderful folks. Will write again, love Grandma.
It just brought tears up.
This one's the one to be performed, but the wording is kind of tough, so I decided to read it. And this is something that I saw online. It was something that Buddy Hackett did. So I thought it was pretty good. And a couple of guys were sitting around talking about donating organs for science. And one guy says that some people do not have the same organs as everybody else. For instance, the guy goes to the doctor and says, I've been talking this way a long time, and I want to talk like a regular person. The doctor says, well, I have your file here, and I've examined you. And only difference between you and the other people is that you are more sexually endowed than most people, in the sense that you have some place where you should have 2, but you have 4. In other words, you can get a free walk to first base, is what the doctor said. So the guy says, I really want to talk regular. And the doctor says, well, we can perform an operation to reduce you to normalcy, and perhaps it would affect your voice. And the guy says, okay, let's do it. So after the operation and a few weeks pass, the patient comes back and says, Doc, I'm speaking normally, but things are not quite the way they were, and I prefer to have things put back the way they were. And the doctor says, well, that's not possible. So that's it. Good night. Enjoy being with you all.